Hey Miss Harper, this is my video for the Israeli topic. I'm very confused on this topic because one, I just for some reason never really cared about it. I don't really care about other countries' politics unless it's like a very concerning country. But after reading what it said and how they kind of took to how we do stuff, kind of makes me confused because honestly, I feel as though they would be in the same boat as either Pakistan or Iran at the moment if we didn't intervene during all of those other worldly issues that they were included into. It's very confusing to me. I don't know, that part of the world just doesn't make me interested except for like North Korea, Japan, China, sometimes China. It depends on China. The 3 points I took out of this that looked interesting to me was it said for after the end of the Suez War, where Americans opposed of Israelis, but they stood at kind of the opposite side and they didn't pretty much agree with them. It kind of made me feel like, well, that's kind of stupid. Why would you even get involved if you don't choose to be where they are after this whole war with... I'm pretty sure it's because of France and Britain and that they're closer to America than the Israelis is, because Israelis was just, I think, starting out and they didn't have enough opportunities than they do now, since all of their land was just kind of taken over and areas were just taken over because the white men believed that everything is their land. I disagreed with it because it pretty much like started another war with the 6-Day War, and it shouldn't be like how things should go, but at that time wars were pretty common between US with England and all of the etc. I don't know them all, they're all of them, okay. The second point was the 1967 and 1973 wars, the Yom Kippur War being a nuclear shadow. United States was forced to contemplate the prospect of being drawn into the nuclear war, and America tried to make peace. So honestly, my question is, why would America go in to do stuff if they don't want to be involved in a nuclear war? You know, America always does stuff to other countries who have nuclear weapons because they don't want other countries to have nuclear weapons that could possibly take them out at the same time. Just, it doesn't make sense because, I mean, I kind of disagree with it because America, I guess, they always try to make peace, but they don't need to be involved in everything. And I think we're involved in everything, which I guess is good now, but I believe that if a country wanted to have nuclear weapons to like defend themselves, they should be able to have nuclear weapons. But for America to go in and try to stop whatever they're trying to do, I think is just not smart, because it made us an easy target, and it made everybody realize that we didn't want this war to happen, or we didn't want them to have all their nuclear weapons go out to possibly attack us. I mean, I don't care. I just don't want it to hit us. But if it's somewhere else, I'm okay. That's bad, but I mean, it's okay. And then my third point was the security and existence of Israel is a cardinal principle of American foreign policy, and it is one that is not questioned anywhere within the mainstream American political spectrum. Okay, so it's basically saying that U.S. just kind of accepts their existence and is not really caring about them. I mean, it's kind of saying that the U.S. is just hoping that they stick to our guidelines, but honestly, if I kind of agree, but I kind of disagree. I'm at like a fault because I'm glad they're not at a stage how the other countries are that are in that area, because if they were, we would be against them too and going after them too and having all this battling and fighting and having troops everywhere, which we do, honestly. We have troops everywhere. But I just think it's we shouldn't care. Like, I feel like other countries should do what they want, and if they end up having a policy like us, and that's great, then they'll understand where we come from, they can figure out what they want to do. America just pushes their beliefs on everybody else and wants everybody else to be like us, and that shouldn't be the case. Everybody has their own right to an opinion and to how their country is run, and I mean, not like North Korea, we don't want that anymore, but that's them. They'll figure it out probably soon. So it really just depends. This course was very good to me because usually when I'm in government or economics or stuff like that, or like American government or like Texas government or stuff like that, I'm always never in it because the only thing I care about is when it's a crazy topic and something crazy that happened or something that intrigues me. When it's something that doesn't intrigue me, I don't want to learn about it, because it's just, if it doesn't get my brain ticking, then I don't want to learn. And that's my problem, because my brain just shuts out all of this stuff that doesn't want to enter in, and I think that's where my flaws are. Learning in this type of subject is always difficult for me because I only remember, like in most classes, key words or key stuff like that that I had to study and key dates that I had to study, but it was stuff that I never really cared about. I wish I cared about it. I know my teachers wished I cared about it, but once we started doing stuff, I had no idea what we were talking about. But I mean, I like talking about American politics. I like hearing what's going on with North Korea. I like the innovativeness of Japan. I like how certain countries are finally figuring out their ways of life and are slowly coming to where we are, but from where we were like years ago. Thank you for being my teacher. I don't think I would have learned as much as I would usually do in another teacher's class, I'm pretty sure, because you made it interesting. But thank you for watching. Hopefully this comes across good. I don't know. I think I could have messed this up entirely, but it's okay. Thank you.